Hello everyone, this is a video about how to create your heroes project on Prezi and using screencasting to make your video. So the first thing that you need to do is go to Prezi.com. Yours won't open up automatically like mine does, but it will go to Prezi's main page and it will ask you to sign up or to log in up here. If you've used Prezi before, you can just log in. But if you haven't, then you should sign up using the sign up with Google button, and that will automatically sign you in. Then it will bring you to a page that looks like this. You won't have any projects that you've done, so it will be blank down here, but you will have this Create New Prezi button. So you need to select that, and it will bring you to an untitled Prezi page. It's going to load for a moment. And then it brings you to the templates option. So there are many templates you can choose from. You can scroll down here. You can find different Prezi templates that you'd like to use. So let's say you take a fancy to this one and you want to use it for your hero's journey. So you click it and then you hit Use Template. Then it will bring you to a pre-constructed Prezi format. And so it already has slides in there for you, and all you have to do is fill them out. So in order to get started, you need to title your Prezi, okay, and put in your title, and if you want to have a subtitle or put your by and your name there, that works as well. Then you click over here to the first slide. So on the first slide, you may want to add some text. You definitely want to add a photo or a picture. If you're going to use the picture, please remember to use the free access photos that I gave you to use. They're located on your Google Classroom under the tech tools. Right here, it's called public domain pictures. Okay, so let's go back to our Prezi, and you are going to insert some pictures and maybe some text that go with your story. Remember that you're going to need at least one slide per time on your character circle on your clock, because that's really important for you to address all 12 elements of your story. So as you are creating this, think about what area of your story you're going to be talking about as you are looking at this particular slide. So for example, this may be my beginning slide, and I might put the name of my character if his name is Joe, and then I'll give a little description. Joe is a 16-year-old boy who lives in San Diego. Okay, and then I'll give a little bit more description and I'll put a picture of Joe. And then I'll go on to my next slide and do the next part of the story, and then the next slide and the next part of the story, and eventually you will click through all of the slides. Okay, if you need to add slides, there's this create frame button right here, and you can add a new slide into your show to create all 12 elements of your story. So once you've created all 12 and your Prezi is looking beautiful and is 100% complete, what you're going to do is come over here to present, and you are going to have it play it as a whole slideshow. And so what that does is it will make it full screen, and you will be able to see your whole slideshow. What you need to do next is you need to screencast as you talk about your slides. So what that means is I'm doing it right now. What that means is that you use a screencasting program. So you can use either Screencast-O-Matic, which is linked on your Google Classroom, or if that doesn't work for your Chromebook, because sometimes it doesn't, you can use Screencastify. Both of those are available to you to use. You just need to go and find them. And most of the time you just download the recorder and then you hit start, and it will give you a view of your screen, and then you will be able to go through your Prezi and it will record you talking about your Prezi. This is where your script comes in. That is when you are going to be reading me your story. So for example, I would go to my first slide and say, once upon a time, there was a boy named Joe. He was 16 years old and lived in San Diego. He loved to sit on his couch and watch football games. And then I would go to my next slide and say, one day, while Joe was watching a football game, he was called to go into action and to create the biggest and best video game that there ever was. Okay, and then I would continue on telling my story while I was going through my slides. And that is how you are going to create your video. Your video comes from your screencast. Okay, so if you have trouble with that, let me know. I can help you a little bit. And then once you are finished with your screencast, most of the time it will ask you whether or not you want to download it to your computer or if you want to put it on YouTube. You may need to put it on YouTube so that you can get me the link to your program. So once you are finished and your video is complete, you can put it on YouTube and give me the link to your YouTube video in the Google form. Or if worse comes to worse and something doesn't go right and you cannot post it to YouTube, you can always email me the file. Okay, and then that way you will still get it to me. You may want to do both just to be safe, but either way, I need your video link or file. If you can't get it on YouTube by Sunday night at 11:59, that's November 20th by 11:59. Let me know if you have any questions and have a great day.